Alright guys, we're live. Let's just give it a while, let everybody get online, and then we can get started. So, how's everybody doing today? Feel free to use the chat down here, and yeah, we can start off by just type in your name. As soon as you get online, just type your name, maybe mention where you guys are from. I'll be giving it a few more minutes, and then we can get started. Alright, let's see how we're doing here. So as I mentioned, today we're going to be talking about intermittent fasting. So as soon as people get on here, we get started. Having some homemade iced coffee right now. Keeping it 0 calories, still fasting for today. Alright guys, just one more minute and we will be getting started. Just want to get a few more people on here. There you go. Got a nice little background for you guys. Feel free to check out the website if you guys haven't already. Let's see how we're doing over here. Alright, we're already at 6 minutes, so I think we waited long enough, so let's just get this started. Alright, so intermittent fasting. Start off with some questions from the viewers. If you guys want, my email is in the description box below. You guys feel free to shoot me an email. Throw your question in the subject line. Just mention YouTube video ideas, or just write Carvalho Fitness YouTube, and then your question, and then just start off asking your question. Maybe give me a little background about yourself. And in future videos, I might pull your question up and make a video just about that one. So let's get right into it, guys. So first question I have for you guys is, what is intermittent fasting? If you guys have been following me, you've probably seen some of my other videos. So you probably already saw the Fasting 101 video, or read the blog article about it. But if you're a new viewer, you're just seeing me in the feed and you see, alright, Carvalho Fitness is live, let's go see what this channel is all about. I'll explain everything for you guys. So basically, this channel, starting off, we're mostly focused on helping people lose weight. So, a little background about myself. I used to be a little overweight, and I recently dropped about 35 pounds. I was at around like a little over 165, and currently right now I'm weighing in at about 128, and I'm around 10% body fat right now. So that's a little background on myself. So I've experimented with keto, I've experimented with intermittent fasting, I've used If It Fits Your Macros. So I have a little bit of experience when it comes to different diets. So that's why I kind of branch off from time to time, and I'll do video series just going off on fasting for like 10 videos, and then I might switch over to keto and do a series on keto foods for a few, like 5, 10 videos. And if it really takes off, then I can build off on that. I get emails from you guys, and I'll do stuff like that. I'll answer your questions, do like a Q&A type thing. But yeah, so that's a little background right there. So what is intermittent fasting? Intermittent fasting is essentially you are getting your window of calories, and you're going to be restricting the number of hours that you're eating in a day. So starting off, some people will have a hard time doing this just because you're used to being told you have to eat 6 meals a day, which it's just ridiculous. People don't do that anymore. It's old advice. It was based on, oh, you can only absorb like 30 grams of protein in one sitting or in a certain amount of hours. So you got to try and space it out. And yeah, that makes sense, you know. If you space out your meals, you're going to get protein every 2-3 hours. And you would think that would be optimal, but just doesn't really matter as much as people made it out to be. So it's a lot more convenient if you think about having to meal prep, having to store your foods. Would you rather have 6 meals a day? So that means you're going to have to meal prep 6 small meals. Let's say you have, let's just do the math a little easier. Let's say you're eating 2,400 calories. All right, 2,400 calories, and you have 6 meals. That's only 400 calories. That's going to be really rough. You're going to be eating each meal consisting of 400 calories. What are you going to eat? Maybe a small portion of chicken, some vegetables, and a very little bit of condiments or sauces. that's going to be rough. One of your meals might be a snack. You're going to be having like an apple and some almonds. And think about this. You're going to have to package your meals, put them in meal prep containers, and then you're going to be carrying those Tupperwares around. You're going to buy like a meal prep carrying case. It's a lot of work, guys. And it's not necessary. So why would you go through that hassle? Like 90% of my viewers, their goal on this channel is you want to be here to lose weight or build muscle. You're not looking for anything insane. Like you don't want to, most of my viewers are not looking to compete. So why go that extreme? Maybe save that for later. So this is what I recommend. You do fasting, right? So let's say, as a rule of thumb, like let's just use me for an example. After 10 o'clock, I don't eat. So 10 o'clock at night, let's say I have like a late night snack. So 10 o'clock at night, I'm finishing off my food, whatever I plan on eating for the night. Now, whether I stay up or I go to bed, does not matter. The point is I'm going to be having water. I'm going to be having basically 0-calorie Jell-O if I want a snack late at night, like maybe those 5-calorie packs. Have one of those if I gotta eat something. But 99% of the time, I'm just gonna have water, maybe some tea, just basically water. I mean, you could have diet soda because it's 0 calories, so, but I would avoid it just because of the caffeine content. Plus, diet soda is not really that healthy for you. But stick to water. So then you go to bed. Let's say you wake up at like 6 o'clock in the morning. Wake up at 6, don't have breakfast. You're going to focus on getting ready for work, showering. You could go and do some fasted cardio if you'd like. You could have a fasted workout. It doesn't matter. There's nothing wrong with fasting and working out. You're not going to be eating away your muscle. You'll be perfectly fine. So what I recommend is you go up until, let's just say, noon. You break your fast at noon. So for beginners, let's just say beginners, they break their fast at noon because a lot of people have lunch breaks at work at noon. So we'll just go with that. So at noon, you'll go and eat. And if you break it at noon, you'll actually go till 8 o'clock. So you'll have an 8-hour window where you get all your calories. So your 2,400 calories, now you have all those to work with in 8 hours. Instead of waking up, starting eating, and now you're going until bedtime, and you got to spread that thing out. So what I recommend is going for 2 or 3 meals a day. I normally go with, my window that I choose, because it works best for me, is from 2 p.m. until 10 p.m., those 8 hours. It's not always that set in stone. Sometimes I push my fast up until 5 p.m., and then I just work with a 5-hour window. The point is, what matters is get your calories in that window of time. I'm sure you guys have gone and calculated your TDEE, which, if you guys aren't familiar with it, it's total daily energy expenditure. You put in things like, you can find this online, there's calculators out there, just do a Google search for TDEE calculator. It's going to ask you your age, your height, your weight, your activity level, what you do for exercise, like do you do cardio every day, how often do you do your cardio, how often do you do your weights, stuff like that. And it's going to tell you what you need for calories to maintain. Now, if you're trying to lose weight, I recommend you start off with a 500 calorie deficit. That's a good rule of thumb. Start there, track your weight every day, track your waist measurement, take pictures, just keep track of everything. Keep track of everything. That way you have data. Data is very important. Some people, they don't like obsessing over the scale, and that's fine, I guess, if you're that type of person that freaks out when your weight goes up and you're on a diet. But if you are the type of person that can handle fluctuations in your weight, and you know that in general your weight is working its way down, that's all that really matters. So, that being said, I track my weight every single day. I also have a tool that is called the Sculpt Fit, Sculpt Aim. And what that thing does is it's a little device. You spray with water and you like apply it to your abs and your bicep and stuff like that. And it will shoot a little current of electricity and measure your body fat. It is a lot more accurate than those body fat scales that you step on. Those don't work very well. Like for example, my body weight scale that I step on says that I'm between 13-15% body fat, but I know that's not true because if that were the case, I would have no abs. So that's inaccurate, and it's widely known that those are the most inaccurate ways of measuring your body fat. Calipers would be better, but then again, if you don't really know exactly what you're doing, then there's the human error factor, and that would throw you off even more. So you don't really want to do that. The measuring your waist is very accurate if you use the right calculator and you type in your measurements and everything. It'll be pretty accurate. I believe it's called the Navy Body Fat Calculator. Do a Google search for that. You'll be able to find it. But if you were interested in getting one of those sculpts, the tool I use, and it syncs up to your phone, you can go in the description box below, scroll down, you'll see a few links down there. I have a link for that, because I highly recommend that. I also have a link for meal prep containers, food scales, basically all the tools I use on a daily basis just to get the results that I get. I throw that in the description box below in case you guys are interested and you want to maybe pick one up for yourself. What you do is you go ahead, you click that link. It's going to take you straight to Amazon where you can find, it's linked right to the product that I specifically use, and you can pick one up. If you have an Amazon Prime account, you can get the free next day delivery or whatever they do. So you're going to be able to get your stuff really fast. And I will be getting a small commission if you guys do use those because they're affiliate links. But that way, you know, that's your way of like showing support like to the channel. If we give you good advice on what products you should use, you know, you could either just use the link, or if you really don't want to, you can just Google it yourself. But it's there for you guys if you guys need it. So getting back into this intermittent fasting. So you have this 8-hour window where you're eating all your calories, right? This is not an open invitation to eat as much as you want, anything you want. Because I have friends that have come to me and they're like, oh, I just found out about this intermittent fasting thing. It's awesome. It's this new diet. You just eat one meal a day and you eat whatever you want. No, bro. This is not how it works. Do not do that. Even if you eat one meal a day, you can get fat. I mean, sure, naturally, unless you're trying to get fat, it's going to be rough. I mean, you're not going to be able to eat that many calories. Well, you could try, but naturally, you won't eat that many calories in a day, in one sitting, to gain weight. Because if you think about it, let's say that this specific person is maintaining let's say they're dieting on 2,400 calories, right? So if you're dieting on 2,400 calories, that means that you're really maintaining at 2,900. Let's just round it up. 3,000 calories is your maintenance calories. You're a decently big dude. You got a decent amount of muscle mass, and you can eat a lot of food to maintain your current weight and your current muscle. So 3,000 is your maintenance. Now, if you were to try and get fat or gain any muscle, go on any kind of bulk, the average person would recommend you be in a surplus of 200 to 500 calories. That's your typical lean bulk. So let's just go with the 500. So you're now up at 3,500 calories a day, and you're doing intermittent fasting, okay? And you're eating one meal a day. So what are the chances you're going to eat 3,500 calories in one meal? Not that great. So you won't be getting fat because let's say you eat a large Domino's pizza, and that's like a little over 2,000 calories, maybe it's 2,500, and let's say that's the only thing you eat. Are you going to get fat? No. You're not going to get fat, but that doesn't mean I recommend you do it. Because, first of all, your protein's going to be too low, your carbs are going to be pretty high, and your fats are going to be too high. So it's like your macros are out of whack, not to mention your vitamins and your mineral content are really, really low. So, it's not what I recommend you do. Yeah, because the main focus is you definitely always want to go for health. So if you're not focusing on health and you're just eating whatever, then technically you could lose weight. You could do like an hour of cardio and just focus on sprints. You could just do a Google search. What burns the most calories in the least amount of time, right? Find out that you could do some cardio and burn 1,000 calories. So now you got 4,000 calories that you could eat and not gain any weight. You could do a lot of damage for 4,000 calories. So if you really wanted to, you could eat pizza, ice cream, all that stuff. That's not going to be healthy for you. What you want to do is, what I focus on is 2 to 3 meals a day. I split that up between, healthy foods. It's always healthy foods. I go with, I do my meal preps. I switch it up, I'm not eating the plain chicken breast all the time. Chicken breast is a go-to because it's low fat, it's no carb, it's high protein, it's very inexpensive, but it's not the only thing to go for. I also try and squeeze in some fish meals. Maybe I stock up on some canned tuna for convenience if I don't feel like cooking. Bam, I could do a tuna melt. I could do like a bowl, tuna melt. I could do a tuna sandwich, tuna and rice. That's just easy meals right there. I also do steak meals. Gotta have steak, high protein, decently fat, high fat, but you gotta get your fats in there as well. So just focus on tracking your stuff. And back to the whole meal prepping thing, using the meal prep containers. Now think about it. For someone like me, now since I'm only doing 2 to 3 meals a day, in reality it's more like one big meal, then a smaller meal, and then like a snack. But let's just call it 2 meals. Now I only need to prep 2 containers. 2 containers of food for my whole day. So I'll have like maybe meal prep 1 will be in the fridge, and it's gonna have, let's say it's gonna have, maybe I'll do like 10 ounces of chicken breast with some barbecue sauce on it, 6 asparagus spears, and half a cup of rice. Let's just say that's 1 meal. So you're gonna notice I'm gonna get a huge chunk of my protein out of the way, keeping carbs kind of low. Fat, there's like no fat in that meal. So I got a lot more macros to play with later. Now you guys are probably wondering, why are the carbs and the fats so low? That's my personal strategy, but let's say you don't like that. Well, you could do meal 2, maybe have a higher fat meal. So you get like your steak out. So let's say you do like an 8-ounce ribeye steak. That's gonna be probably, the macros on that are like roughly like almost half and half. It's gonna be a huge chunk of protein, but a lot of fat too, because ribeyes are very fatty cuts. So you're gonna be getting a huge chunk of your fat for the day right there. So you gotta kind of limit it earlier on, later on. But what I personally like to do, like if you guys haven't checked out that one video I made called, I believe it's called How to Lose Weight with While Drinking, or Drinking and Weight Loss, something like that. That video I talk about how you can incorporate certain diet hacks. So you hack your diet to make sure you have the calories to go out and drink at night. And that's perfectly healthy because the goal is always to live a sustainable lifestyle. So if you're living a lifestyle that occasionally, let's say it's once a week, a couple times a month, you go out with your friends and you go out for a couple drinks. Let's say even you have a decent amount of drinks. There's always going to be ways that you can improve the situation and make it so you can still lose weight. So what you want to do is not so much focus on, oh, I can't drink because I'm going to get fat. No. You already know you're going to drink those days. So what you're going to do is you're going to think to yourself, what can I do today and tomorrow so that Friday I already know that I dieted better in the earlier days of the week. Now I can enjoy myself, kind of make today my cheat day in a sense, but I still want to be close to my calorie goal. So what you do is, first of all, let's say you stick to your diet throughout the week. That's a no-brainer, obviously. But Friday comes along, you want to do intermittent fasting, maybe bump up your fast till 5 p.m. You know, like I said earlier in this video, sometimes I go to 5 p.m. without eating. So you wake up your usual time, you get your black coffee, like this for example is instant coffee. If you guys haven't tried it already, give it a shot. What you do is just water and instant coffee. Stir it up, throw ice cubes in there, now you have an iced coffee. And it's black, 0 calories, it's not going to break your fast. Why do I use instant coffee? Because if I make like a Keurig K-cup, it's going to be hot. It's going to melt the ice instantly, and then you got watered down coffee. And unless you want to brew a big pot of coffee and throw it in the fridge and make it ice cold, you don't have time for all that. Instant coffee makes iced coffee easy to make, and it's ready to go in seconds. So, all right. So up to 5 o'clock. Let's say you wake up at 6. Doesn't matter if you wake up at 6 or if you sleep in and you wake up at noon. The point is, you're fasting while you're sleeping. You wake up, go about your day. I personally run this internet business. I do the YouTube. I have the website, as you guys can see in the background. A little promotion right there. Check it out. I run a blog. I got Facebook account groups that I use for promotion. I'm reaching out to other affiliates. Affiliates are people that promote for you. So I work with other YouTubers that, for example, they're in the fitness community and they like doing food challenges and workout videos, and they want to offer their viewers apparel like gym tank tops and leggings and all that good stuff, but they don't have their own products. So I offer them a way to make money by promoting my product. So I basically pay them a commission. So what I do is I wake up early and I just start working on my business. I don't waste my time eating. I don't worry about meal prepping. I don't worry about cooking anything, doing any dishes, none of that. I just stick to black coffee, and then maybe what I'll do is I'll go ahead and drink water, and then so this particular Friday, because we're going out, so what you're going to do is you're going to go and you're going to fast up until 5 o'clock. If you really want, 5 o'clock you can eat an apple. Break your fast with an apple. It's only like between 60 and 120 calories, depending on the size. And then you can continue, like prolong the fast a little longer. So you broke the fast, yeah, but you maintained those calories. Like you made it so you only had 100 calories. So now you still have a bunch of those other calories to work with. So what you're going to do is, now you got all those calories, you're going to get your protein out of the way. That's the main thing. You want to get a gram per pound of body weight lean body mass if you know what that is. But if not, just simplify your life and just go with your weight. Just step on the scale. Let's say you weigh 200 pounds. You want 200 grams of protein. We'll just focus on that. But if you happen to have like one of those sculpts and you do your body fat test and you notice, okay, so I am 10% body fat and I weigh, let's say you weigh 150 pounds, right? 150 pounds, 10% body fat, you have 15 pounds of fat on you, so you're down to 135 lean body mass. So you would eat 135 grams of protein at 150 pounds, 10% body fat. Pretty simple. So I would highly recommend chicken breast for this day. It's very lean and it'll do the trick. So what I would do, have a bunch of vegetables. So I'd bust out like a bag of frozen Brussels sprouts, microwave that, and do Brussels sprouts and chicken breast. Maybe like just one big meal. Or you could split it up a little bit, but it's probably getting a little late because it's 5 o'clock, you have the apple. Maybe it's 6 o'clock now and you're really hungry. So between 6 and 8 o'clock, those 2 hours, I don't know what time you're going to go out to the bar or the club, whatever, but maybe you're meeting up with friends early. So you're going to have your calories, not all your calories, but you're getting your protein out of the way. And you're going to be having that right at that 2 hour window. You're going to be getting your 135, 200 grams of protein, whatever you need. Or maybe you don't even want to get all your protein in that day. And here's why. Because sometimes I've done this. I will get half or 75% of my protein for the day before I go to the bar. The reason for that is then when I go to the bar or the club, I know that I now have the carb calories, because I only had vegetables and chicken breast basically. I have the carb calories, so I could have beer. I could have a few shots. I could have, if I want to keep the calories even lower, I can do diet soda with any liquor. And if I do that, one mixed drink might only be like 200 calories. You got to avoid those fancy sweet drinks like those frozen daiquiris, margaritas, stuff like that. You can easily get 500, 600 and up calories in one drink. So that will not work. But if you do hard liquor with diet soda, that's going to work great for you. You're going to be losing weight while drinking. And then let's, for example, if I know for a fact that the type of friends I hang out with, they like to go out to eat after going to the bar and to the club, then I'm definitely only eating 50 to 75% of my calories before, of my protein before going out, because I'm probably going to go out and find a restaurant that has burgers, and I'm probably going to get a big cheeseburger, and those burgers probably have 50 grams of protein in them. So I know I'm going to get protein after being done drinking and all that stuff. Sure, it's not going to be the healthiest thing for me, but if you have like, let's say you have 3,000 calories to work with, and that's your maintenance, because this day you're going out, you're not worrying about necessarily losing weight on that particular day. You got your deficit throughout the week, you've been on your diet on point, so we're bumping it up to maintenance for that day. Plus, you're eating really lean up until you go out. So now let's say you probably have like between 1,500 to 2,000 calories to work with just at the bar and going out to eat afterwards. So if you keep your drinks on the lower side of the calories, so you get like Bud Light, which is about a little over 100 calories a beer. You could have a few beers. You could have mixed drinks that are around 100 to 200 calories if they're just like whiskey, vodka, whatever, with Diet Coke. You're keeping the calories real low. Maybe only drink 500 or 800 calories worth at the bar. And then you have around 1,000 calories to get a burger and fries when you go out to eat at night. See, it's all about knowing your TDE, which is the most important number, knowing your goal. So if you're trying to lose weight, you're going to be in a deficit, probably around 500 calorie deficit. And then you're going to manipulate your meal timing so that you have more calories to work with when you actually need the calories. So if you know that between the hours of 8 p.m. and 2 in the morning, you're going out and you want to be free, you're going to make sure you don't eat your calories before. So you're just going to, and if you know protein is going to be hard to come across at a bar and a diner, which it is, not so much the diner, but it'll get expensive, just eat most of your protein before you go out. So you got the protein out of the way, now you only got to focus on getting healthy fats, or fats in general, because you're just enjoying yourself this day, and your carbs, and some protein. It's as simple as that, guys. Alright, so this video is getting a little long. We're already at 37 minutes. I think we might have time for one more question on intermittent fasting. So let me just pull up my emails and see what we got. Yeah, some of these questions I've been getting, didn't even realize it, but I already kind of answered some of these in this live stream. They just came up. Let's see. Will I lose muscle if I fast? It depends. It all comes down to your calories. That's not going to be the question we're going to go off on because it's too quick. Basically, if you stick to a 500 calorie deficit, doesn't matter if you fast longer and you have 1 meal a day, 2 meals a day, 3 meals a day. If you go with like a 1,000 calorie deficit or a 2,000 calorie deficit, obviously you're going to lose muscle because you're starving yourself. But if you're in a 500 calorie deficit, it doesn't matter how often you eat. Just hit your protein goal and your calorie goal, you're good. Alright, how to break my fast. I appreciate that question. If you guys missed it, just rewatch this video. We covered that. You can basically just start eating. You know, there's no real better way to break your fast. It just depends. Just start eating. It's all about getting your calories in. It doesn't matter how you do it. Just focus on tracking all your calories. Use MyFitnessPal is what I recommend. I recommend that one for your calories, and I recommend Body Space so that you guys can track your workouts. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's go with this one. This will be the last question. Leave comments down below with your questions. That way, if you guys have a particular question, I'm sure someone else has it too. Feel free to answer it if you happen to know the answer. And I'll jump in there and see how you guys are doing. I respond to all the comments, so you guys will see me there. But this question I got in last week, and the question is how to fast when on vacation. All right, so basically, this person wants to know if they're on vacation. Let's say they're going out, they're going somewhere on a vacation with their family. How do you pull off fasting if you're supposed to be enjoying yourself, but you don't want to let it get too sloppy? And you got your family there, so they're on you, watching what you're doing, and they're going to be judging you if you're not eating for most of the day. Trust me, I've been in that situation. Recently went on a cruise, except I did not worry about my diet. I was dieting up until the vacation, and I took that opportunity to enjoy myself. However, there were consequences to that. I gained a little bit of weight on that cruise. It was 1 week. There was I had an all-you-can-drink package, unlimited food, fine dining, all that good stuff. Gained a little bit of weight. If I had done the fasting, I could have kept a little. I could have kept it all off, actually. But you know, I just wanted to enjoy myself and experience it. But if you are let's say you haven't lost all the weight you wanted to for a trip, and you're going on a trip and you want to keep that momentum going, there's nothing wrong with fasting, and this is how you would pull it off. you would honestly, if your family is there, they don't know how you're feeling, so you could get away with just embellishing the truth a little bit. Just say you're not hungry. You know, let's just say they wake up, it's 6, no, you're on vacation, you're not waking up at 6. Let's say it's 10 in the morning and you slept in and you're on a cruise and they want to go to the buffet and get breakfast. But you don't want to, right? Because you're trying to fast. Just say you woke up and you're not hungry. Maybe you're not a morning person. Maybe you're just not really feeling it that day. Just say you don't really feel like it. But go with them because you're on vacation and you went with your family. So obviously you're there to spend quality time with them, right? So just focus on 0-calorie options. Now you could go one of two ways. Okay, if you actually don't want to fast, you could just keep calories real low and just focus on a deficit for the day. But since you're not fasting, you're going to be spreading your calories across the whole day. It's going to be a little noticeable, like if you're just eating an apple and water, it's going to be a little weird, and your family might catch you on that. But that's one option. The other option is stick to a legit fast. And what you would do there is you go to the buffet with your family, assuming this is a free buffet. If you have to pay, yeah, don't pay for this because it's stupid to waste money. So you go to the buffet, sit down with them. They go up and get their huge plate with pancakes and eggs and all that good stuff, right? They're enjoying themselves. You say, I'm here for company, but I'm not hungry. So just go up and get a black cup of coffee. Now, the coffee is going to have hunger-suppressing effects. So as you're drinking the black coffee, it's 0 calories, you're prolonging your fast, you're hanging out, you're interacting, drinking and eating kind of go hand in hand, so you're still having that bond over food, even though you're not eating, you're just drinking coffee. And as you're drinking this black coffee, it's got caffeine in it. Get the caffeinated kind, don't get decaf, because the caffeine blunts appetite. So by drinking that, you're doing a couple things. You're filling your belly up with coffee. You could drink water as well. And this is going to give you that feeling that you're full, even though you haven't eaten anything. But your belly feels like it's full because it's got liquid in there, so you're going to be less hungry. And then the second thing is, since you're having caffeine, it's going to have a physiological effect, and you're going to feel full. So as soon as your family's done eating, you guys go on to the next activity. You guys are leaving the buffet. They're going to be full for a few hours, and they're not going to be on you to eat until lunchtime. So there you go. You just had 0 calories. You hung out with your family. You made the best of the vacation, and you didn't eat. Now lunchtime comes around. Now, if you try pulling this again, I feel like most families, because they don't know about intermittent fasting, they might worry for you a little bit. So they're going to be thinking that you're like starving yourself. I've been there. You got plenty of those moms that just want to force feed you, and they're like, "Oh, you don't like my cooking," you know the usual thing. So you might have to eat for lunch, and that's fine because you prolonged your fast already, and now you made it to lunchtime. Let's say they go for a late lunch because they just ate at like 10 o'clock or something, and they're not that hungry. So 2 o'clock, you go for your late lunch. Enjoy yourself. Starting at 2, now you have till 10 o'clock at night to eat. So you can have lunch, enjoy yourself. You don't have to worry about tracking your calories because you're on vacation after all. And you can have dinner. Just after dinner, just try not to eat anything past dinner. That way, you're beginning your fast earlier on, and that way, you're only really going from like 2 to maybe 8 o'clock or 2 to 10 eating. So the amount of calories you can take in that time are reduced just based on the actual time that you're allowing yourself to eat. So this is going to be great, and you're going to notice very minimal fat gain on vacation, and you might even lose weight on vacation, honestly. Just try to make smart choices while you are eating, because like I've said in this stream, that intermittent fasting does not mean you can eat anything you want. It just means that you have more freedom to eat more of the things that you enjoy. So you can have a cheeseburger on bread, you could have bacon on it and stuff like that, but maybe if you're at a buffet or something, try and also get some chicken breast on the side so you get more protein and you'll be more full with less calories, less fat, less carbs, and that's going to really help out too. Or if you're not at a buffet, maybe try getting like a chicken salad, side salad. Get a grilled chicken side salad. That's going to give you some more protein. And if you do dressing on the side, or maybe do a fat-free dressing, that lowers calories as well. And then you have more room to play with. You'll stay under your calorie goal. You're going to be losing weight and still enjoying your lifestyle. That is the key. You don't want to be miserable while on vacation. All right, guys, we're at 47 minutes. I think I'm going to wrap this up. I appreciate you guys coming out and watching the live stream. As you guys know, as soon as this is done, this will be posted and you guys can go back and rewatch it. There's going to be links in the description box below for everything we've covered today. Whether you're looking for a sculpt aim so you can test your body fat percentages, that'll be there. The meal prep containers that I use and the food scale I have are in the description box below as well. You got the free keto checklist ebook that I've launched. It's free. There's the link. It's the first thing you see right there. You click that link, it'll take you to my store. If you just enter in your name, your address, email address, it'll send you an email with the PDF and you get the book instantly. It's a great book. It's a quick read. It's less than 10 pages, but it's packed full of everything you need to know for keto and how to lose weight fast. Check that out. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up button. And if you haven't already, subscribe, because I'm going to start pumping out videos a lot more often. Now that I've got this live stream going, I'm going to be doing live streams more often. As soon as we get the subscriber count even higher, as soon as YouTube allows me to enable mobile live stream, I'll be doing more live streams on the go. Just take out my phone and start live streaming if I'm at the gym or something, or doing cardio. I'm going to be taking you guys with me a lot more. So please subscribe. If you found any value in this and you know someone that would like this type of content, feel free to share it with them. And as usual, I will see you guys in the next one. All right? Take care, guys. See ya.